Hey, this is Daniel from Adorama. Today we're in Union Square in New York City and we're doing some street photography. So the farmers market is a really popular place for people to come, and it's a good place to tell a story. You can kind of get a lot of good shots here. But what I decided to do is kind of a fun technique. Essentially, I came out and I set up my tripod here to do a relatively wide shot of the market. And the reason why I have a tripod, even though it's a bright sunny day, is I'm going to use a long exposure. On the front of my camera here, I have a filter holder that holds the leaf filters, and I have actually 12 stops of neutral density filter. So what neutral density does is it drops the exposure without affecting the color or anything else of the image. So essentially my exposure out here at the lowest ISO at f16 is something like a 60th of a second. And when I shoot that, it freezes the people more or less in the shot, right? And you see all these people walking around behind me. With all this ND on it, I was shooting at f11 at 30 seconds. So a 30-second exposure means that unless somebody's basically standing still, or it's like the structures, they're gonna be either gone or a complete unrecognizable blur. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our camera operator here go stand out there and remain as still as possible, and I'm gonna do a 30-second exposure and we'll get kind of a cool, funky shot. Here in the shot I have Sal filming me, and he's gonna try to stay as still as possible, and here we go. And now we're just waiting. So all these people that are walking by in the background, as long as they don't linger too long, are going to be gone. There we go. So basically we have this like sea of blur behind Sal, and he's pretty sharp there, and of course all the structures are sharp. So using ND filters outside like this can be super, super fun. If you were in a really crowded area where people were moving constantly, like let's say at the subway where people are loading and unloading, you could actually make it look completely empty because they're walking a little bit slow here. That's why we see some blur. And also use it in nature. Water, things like that, become these like beautiful blurs going by. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Adorama TV, and I'll see you next time on set.